All right, PorchTalk, Volume 1 of Film Junkie. I'm here with Xavier and Mikey. We're going to be going over some film for the Sunday football. It's Houston and Dallas tonight in Dallas, yet to be played. So we're just going to be going over the tape from yesterday. I'm going to start us off hot, gentlemen. We see this? Everything coming in clear for us? Let's see this. It's coming in clear for you, gentlemen. Here we go.
Yeah, let's go.
What do we have? Let's start. Stop it immediately. Trips left bunch. You got three wide receivers right here, the bunch formation on the left. DJ Moore on an island. Everybody in fucking Chicago at Soldier Field, everybody Packers fan, everybody watching this game knows that the football is not going to DJ Moore because Caleb Williams fucking hates DJ Moore. I don't know why, but DJ Moore will not be getting the ball in this play. Everybody knows that. It's going to be a toss left to DeAndre Swift out here. Trips left bunch. Let's see what happens. Toss left.
Jeez, 70 just
fucking crazy.
He hit him with a this. Back it up. Back it up.
Put it in reverse, Terry.
Back it up. Put it in reverse, Terry. Look at the move that DeAndre Swift puts on this man right here. Pause it there. Look at that little primetime hezzy. That little hezzy. You see that little hezzy? That little prime. Oh my gosh. Let's get a different angle.
Ain't that on McKinney?
Yeah.
On one of the best safety, they said? Or some shit?
Get it on the broadcast angle. See what the broadcast had to say about it. Tony Romo on the call. DeAndre. Dead leg. Oh my Lord.
What's this?
That little hezzy, bro. That little hezzy, ridiculous. That little hezzy.
Shout out to the wide receivers in number 70 for laying down the
thank you. Blocking. Thank you for bringing that up. Let's acknowledge the downfield blocking. And let's acknowledge who's doing the downfield blocking. The most important block here is going to be Keenan on the edge. Look at what 58-year-old Keenan Allen does. Boom.
He was catching some bombs.
That's what I'm saying. Keenan set the edge here. Look at that edge. Look at Rome. Look at the blocking. Good call, Mike.
Boom.
Look at 70.
McKinney, bro.
Look at 70 hitting the next fucking level.
That would not have happened if 70 and Keenan Allen did not set those blocks.
Yeah.
And that was a great block by freaking
100%.
Being goal.
I just can't get over I can't get over the fucking little primetime hezzy he does. He hit him like with the hezzy in transition. That's what this looked like.
Boom.
Hezzy right here. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. That got me to stand up. Next one.
That was nice.
Speaking of standing up, speaking of people in wheelchairs standing up, I'm not in a wheelchair, but speaking of the saying, Javon Baker, before he gets drafted, said his game makes people in wheelchairs stand up. He's going to be on the kick return here. He said he makes the people in wheelchairs stand up. Deshaun Jackson, he muffs the punt down here, bottom of the screen. What's he do? Come here. Excuse me. Oh, my Lord.
Damn.
Let's run it back. Let's run it back.
Damn.
Let's run it back. He said his game makes people in wheelchairs stand up.
All right,
If I was in a wheelchair, I probably would have stood up at this moment. Here we go, right here. Oh, excuse me.
I mean, it's a nice little hurdle. Maybe
give him credit. He's a rookie. I'm just saying. I just want to highlight it because it's Javon Baker. You're going to be hearing about Javon Baker for a long time.
Nice little half-yard gain.
Number 6. Exactly. You'll remember number 6, though. Keep that name in mind, Javon Baker. Let's get to Detroit. Best team in football at this point, I think.
Yep.
Granted, it was against Jacksonville, but
no,
the best team in football. Yeah.
They are the best team in football.
What do we have to start here? We got Amon-Ra. Take acknowledgement in this formation. We're going to see a couple plays out of this exact same formation. We got Amon-Ra St. Brown out to the left by himself. 2 wide receivers stat here. It's Tim Patrick and Jameson Williams. Offset there. Then you have Jahmyr Gibbs in the backfield. Arguably, I think game speed, Amon-Ra, Jameson Williams, and Jahmyr Gibbs, you could say all run a 4.2 game speed. Like not combine time. I'm saying in the game, these 3 in open field, I don't think there's many. There's very many people that are A, going to catch them, or B, that are faster. Let's see what we got. We got to also acknowledge Jacksonville Jaguars play the highest man coverage rate in the NFL. They play no defense besides man coverage. So now that I've just told you, you have 3 guys that essentially can run a 4.2 game speed. You're going to be playing only man coverage.
Yeah, that's not it, man.
With one of the worst secondaries in football. Let's see what happens. What's going to happen? Look at Amon-Ra, bottom of the screen. You have Jahmyr Gibbs just already gets the attention. You have to worry about Jahmyr Gibbs in the open space. Jahmyr Gibbs gets the attention. Where's Amon-Ra? Slant, come here. But then you got J-Mo crossing field on an end around. Let's give that one a run back.
Jesus.
Let's watch that again from the broadcast angle. Let's see what the booth had to say. Oh, this is not broadcast. 1 second. We'll see the end. Where's the fucking broadcast?
Best team in the league.
Right here. Let's watch this one from the broadcast. Amon-Ra St. Brown's going to cross the field on slant. You have Jameson Williams coming back across formation on a drag. Holy shit. That's why Ben Johnson's going to be paid. You could be looking at your future head coach, Mikey. That may be coming to an offense near San Francisco.
That is.
And I just want to bring that one up to acknowledge it, because this is the part that I want to acknowledge, is Jahmyr Gibbs coming out of the backfield right here. Coming out of the backfield on a little shovel pass. Because look what happens just a few plays later with Jahmyr Gibbs coming out of the backfield. Similar formation, 2 wide receivers out right, 1 wide receiver out left. Call this one 21 personnel. You have 2 tight ends, 2 wide receivers, and a running back. Look at Jahmyr Gibbs. He's going to do that same little shovel. Just get out of the way. J-Mo motions. They're in man coverage. And look at Jahmyr. Just drift aside. But hold on. Pause it here. Look at where he takes the ball. He catches the ball at the 12-yard line. You go back a couple of seconds. You'll acknowledge that Jacksonville is only in man coverage again. Look at what happens. Jameson Williams is going to be motioned over across formation. 3 is not going to follow, which kind of gives the look that it may be zone. That's what Jared Goff's looking at right here, is what's 3 going to do? 3 stays. They could think it's zone. But then you look at these 2 schmucks here. Look at the 3 stooges. We'll call them the 3 stooges for this lineup right here. Look at the 3. 33 is telling 22. So originally it was 20 right here on Tim Patrick, 22 is on Amon-Ra St. Brown, and 3 was on 9. 33 can sit in the middle of the field, play kind of a coverage look. Jameson Williams motions over. That changes everything, because now he's going to tell 22 to get wide and pick up Jameson, who's going to end up around here. And then 33 is going to pick up Amon-Ra St. Brown.
Mm-hmm.
I don't give a damn who's on either one of them. No, neither of them are getting covered, because we're out of position to start to fucking play. Look at 33 is running this way. He has to get back immediately because he's out of position on Amon-Ra. Has to come back down. Man coverage across the board. Keep that in mind. So that's what 3's right here on the tight end. You have Amon-Ra right here with 33. You have Tim Patrick with the DB here. You have the other DB on Jameson Williams. But we're missing somebody. There's somebody that's fucking open. We're in man coverage across the board with 2 high safeties. And everybody's covered except one guy. The fastest fucking guy on the field. And it's Jahmyr Gibbs on that same little shovel pass. He's just going to get out of the way for Jared. He catches the ball. 12-yard line, 13-yard line. Look at where he – count to 5 in your head. And look at where Jahmyr Gibbs ends up.
Jeez.
Look at that fucking acceleration.
It is ridiculous.
Yeah.
Look at that acceleration. Let's get the broadcast angle so you can get a different view. Look at the broadcast. Look at the acceleration. We're going to do the same thing. Jameson Williams motions over. It's man coverage. You got Jahmyr Gibbs not covered. Catches the ball right here, 12-yard line. Look where he is. And look at this acceleration. Look at where take note of where 33 and 51 are in pursuit and where Jahmyr Gibbs are. Theoretically, like if it's anybody besides Jahmyr Gibbs, this is like Najee Harris in the backfield. 33 should be able to cut this off, at least get to J-Mo's block, and 51 should be close. Like, you know, there should be some kind of play here at the NFL logo.
But they're too damn slow for that.
It's not. 33 is already out of the fucking picture.
He's jogging. He gave up already.
I mean, it just, holy shit. This acceleration is just, look at that. He hits top speed right there along the sideline. That's a touchdown. But shout out to 51. Standing up for the fucking big fellas.
Yeah.
Go back on 51. Where is he to start this play? He's last in line. He's the last man in the race.
33 is, look at 33 is jogging. He ain't trying.
30, because he knows it's cooked. Look at 51. Ankle biter.
Hustle play, man.
Saves the touchdown. But holy fuck, look at that acceleration, man. And it all starts with Jaguars playing man coverage and not understanding how to play man coverage. One, maybe it's the fucking coaching. The decision to play man coverage against the fucking Lions is baffling to begin with. But then it's not even organized correctly because, once again, just look at 33 here. Goes out with J-Mo. Oh, I got to get him. Oh, no, never mind. I got to be back on Amon-Ra because look at his hips. He's got to go with Amon-Ra at this point because Amon-Ra's got 5 yards of acceleration already. He's got to come in with Amon-Ra, which completely takes him out of the mix for this whole side of the field. Because if he's playing man straight up and say he's in position already, just on Amon-Ra, like say like right here, or like even like back a couple seconds, like here, if he just lines up with Amon-Ra and just hopes that Jimbo's covered out there, he has a chance because Amon-Ra's running an in-breaking route. So look at, say that he's sitting here instead of here. Amon-Ra's on an in-breaking route, so he can almost push that off onto this linebacker and then worry about Gibbs in the flat. That's probably how it was designed. That's what those two linebackers are in the middle of the field for. If Amon-Ra breaks in, it comes with this one because this guy's on Tim Patrick. So Tim Patrick's breaking in, but he's covered. So theoretically, he should be able to pass off Amon-Ra to this linebacker. He should probably be a bit deeper because then he could still stay with Jameer. But since it's a goddamn shit show to start it off, there goes Jameer. Holy shit, man. That acceleration. I just can't get over that acceleration. He's gone. Like, that guy fucking flies.
Yeah.
Let's keep it in Detroit. Keep it on the theme of flying. Oh, no, not a Mac Jones touchdown. Hold on, ladies and gentlemen.
Jaguars is down bad.
Yeah, they're.
I don't know why Doug Peterson still has a job right now.
I'm wondering the same thing. But back to we were talking about guys that fly. Take note of the formation. Similar formation to the first play. You got it's out of the eye. David Montgomery in the backfield. It's this two wide receiver stack again right here. Amon-Ra's offset, Jamison Williams. Detroit likes that. They like to line the wide receivers up like this. But now look at this from Jared Goff's perspective. What does he see? If he knows he's passing the ball, obviously it's play action. Jacksonville doesn't know that. But what does he see under center? You got man coverage here, man coverage here, man coverage here. 1, 2, 3, 4. 4 down linemen, 2 linebackers presumably, and then a safety here who should drop. And you have this one who's, I don't know if he thinks it's punt return. It's 2nd and 4, Jack. I don't know why he's 60 yards downfield, but he is. Safety up here. He's barely in the fucking screen. Safety here, 2 linebackers, man coverage across the board. Like we said, 2 fastest wide receivers on the field. What happens? Amon-Ra motions out. Let's get a different angle. But you get Jamison Williams over the middle of the field. There's not a goddamn chance anybody's catching that. And if you go back to the Amon-Ra touchdown, where it's that slant over the middle. Let's get
the linebackers are just sitting there like they don't even know what to do.
Exactly. We'll see it from the sideline angle. Look at this. Amon-Ra motions out. Oh, fuck. Gave me the broadcast. Technical difficulties, ladies. Hold on. Hold on, ladies. Sideline broadcast. Here we go.
But look at the linebackers. They don't even know what to do.
Exactly. So look at Amon-Ra motions out. Look at this coverage on Jamison Williams. This is a guy right here that I said earlier ran a 4.2. That was just to include Amon-Ra. Jamison Williams is probably closer to a 4.1, 4.0, like 4 flat game speed. He ran a 4.3 at the combine. This is, that's a DB. It's a linebacker. If it's a toss-up, he's out of position to play Jamison Williams. He can't defend Jamison Williams speed-wise. What happens? Amon-Ra motions out. Ronald Darby right here at the bottom of the screen is worried about Amon-Ra. Look at this coverage. Look at his hips.
What are you supposed to do?
Say Jamison Williams takes this upfield. Do you think this linebacker is going to be able to break that downfield? What if Jamison Williams just kept running this way? Just ran a fade. But that's Amon-Ra. Look at how open Amon-Ra is right here.
Either one is.
Jared Goff still has the football in his hands. Jamison Williams hasn't even broke yet. Look at Amon-Ra. But go back. We're in man coverage. Remember, we're always in man coverage. How did Jamison Williams get that open for this in route? Look at his leverage right here. Not a chance in hell the DB's making the play. He breaks it inside. But now you have to see, there's a safety here as well. The one that was shorter in, not the guy that was in deep center. This safety here. He's manned up with Brock Wright. Or he's not manned up, but he's responsible for what happens with Brock Wright if he hits the deep part of the field. Read the safety. Where's Brock Wright? This is Brock Wright's man right here, 51. 51, who already fucked up on the last play. The last touchdown. 51's on Brock. You see that? Right lined up across from each other. Nice defense. Play action. Yeah, it's completely. Just doesn't even try to play the pass. Just immediately goes run. Just doesn't even fucking look at him, doesn't check him, doesn't press him, doesn't touch him, doesn't do a goddamn thing. Just
let him run right past them.
What the fuck are we doing? Like, what are we doing, man? So now that's what's happening here. So he's supposed to be manned up here. So now this safety, who's supposed to be responsible for this side of the field, has to worry about the tight end because he just didn't play. Look, he's like, he does a couple steps. He's like, oh, fuck. Oh, fuck. Now look at this safety. Instead of worrying about this side of the field, who say Jared Goff throws this in route to Jameson Williams. If this safety's here where he should be covering, and it's not even his fault, it's just because this schmuck didn't play defense. Jameson Williams catches that pass, they probably step on it around here. That's not a touchdown. But since this schmuck doesn't play defense, and now this safety has to worry about the tight end in the middle of the fucking field, look at just running the seam route. Do you see anybody within 15 yards of him? There's only one person looking at him. Look at how much space is in the middle of the field. They have to respect that. That's why this safety gets dragged over. Look at his hips and his leverage. He's going this way. Jameson Williams runs so goddamn fast that this safety has no, even though there's probably 15, 20-yard difference here in space, this safety has no chance to turn around in time to catch Jameson Williams because he's already coming this way with the tight end. He had to decide, and he went with the tight end because this idiot's not playing defense. So look at, is he supposed to catch Jameson Williams there? You think the safety is going to be able to make a play here? Not a chance. Jameson Williams is gone. I just don't understand why Jacksonville plays man coverage against this team. What the fuck are we doing in man coverage? They do it every week. They only play man coverage. But what the fuck? It's like Doug Peterson's trying to get fired. I think Doug, he's done with it. He doesn't want to do this anymore. Oh, that was the JMO. Let me pull up the Amon-Ra one. 1 second. Here's the Amon-Ra one. Same formation that we started off with that first play. The one running back, 2 wide receivers offset stack, and then 1 wide receiver opposite of the field. You remember last time it was Jameson Williams. Same formation. They just flipped it, except it was JMO here last time, and Amon-Ra was on this side. Same shit's going to happen. Amon-Ra is going to cross the field. JMO's going to bring everybody this way. What happens? Jahmyr Gibbs immediately does that little swing pass shit. You have Amon-Ra on a slant. But look we got man coverage across the board. And this is why this exact play here in little sequence is why Ben Johnson is going to get paid and get a head coaching job somewhere if he wants it. I don't know why he would leave Detroit. But look at this. Because this linebacker here, they know they're in man coverage. There's no other scheme. This linebacker is manned up. Yeah. This linebacker is manned up on Jahmyr Gibbs here. Ronald Darby is manned up on Amon-Ra. It's man coverage across the board. You have to respect Jahmyr Gibbs. But look at the play design for Jahmyr Gibbs, who is going to get Amon-Ra open. Because look at by Jahmyr Gibbs flooding out on the swing, look at where his man goes. And then look at what happens. It's a pick play. The Jaguars ran a pick play on themselves and didn't even realize it. Look at that.
It just opens up the field so clearly.
Because they're an only man. That's the thing. That's the problem with running only man coverage is if you get beat at the line of scrimmage, point of contact, there's nothing you can do because this linebacker here, Jared Goff still has the ball. He's not even looking this way yet. This linebacker has to get to this flat because he knows Jahmyr Gibbs 4 flat, 3.9 speed, whatever he has. This is a touchdown if Jahmyr Gibbs gets the ball out here with nobody there. Because look if Amon-Ra picks and Jahmyr Gibbs gets the ball here, which that linebacker is worried about, that's a touchdown coming this way. But these two schmucks are going to run right into each other, and that's only because of Ben Johnson. That's the play design. You recognize it's man coverage, and it's like Madden. Just run mesh concept. Just have people run past each other. You can't play man coverage against mesh. And this is not mesh, but it's similar. It's a similar principle where one guy's crossing another guy. Jahmyr Gibbs crosses. His man can't do there. He jumps in front of Ronald Darby. The moment you lose one step on Amon-Ra St. Brown, you might as well stop running. Look, he hesitates there. He loses a step to worry about the fucking lineman or worry about the linebacker right there. That little hesitation here. Look at Amon-Ra has 2-3 yards already. Look at where he is now when he gets the ball.
Clear.
I mean, we're in the same man coverage, too high safety look, but the safeties are all over the place. And there's nobody on this side of the field. Go back. Where's the safety? Here's the safety up here. Where's he going? He's going with JMO. He has to go with JMO because what just happened the play before that? It was JMO coming the other way, a 65-yard touchdown. It was here. JMO's running the in here and breaks it up. So now JMO's running that exact same in route. He has to respect that. But the thing I don't understand is if we're in man coverage and say Jared Goff does throw that ball to Jameson Williams here, which he's loading up, look at that arm angle. The ball's going to be thrown about here. He's not going to be able to make a play on that realistically. The DB who's in man coverage matched up on JMO has the chance to make that play. And if you're if you're in a too high safety look in man coverage across the board, and you have Amon-Ra St. Brown running a cross formation to your side of the field, who gives a fuck what Jameson Williams does here? There's a DB there. There's a DB here. There's a safety here. There's a DB here that can turn around if Jameson Williams does get the ball here. Who gives a fuck what happens there?
I
Why
think
is the safety breaking down so high?
because look, if you go to the like a second behind, I think the safety is thinking that Jared Goff's gonna throw to Jameson Williams right there, but he does not see Amon Ra. Like pause right there. He right before that, he's
Oh,
loading
like
up to
when,
throw.
like right,
Like look at
like
he's
there.
yes,
Yeah,
he's ready to throw it. He did not see Amon Ra. He sees Jameson Williams. So I think he bit on Jameson Williams right there and just let
just
Amon
doesn't
Ra
even see
clear
Amon
for a
Ra.
touchdown. Yeah.
It's just crazy because he sells out on that. That's what I'm saying. He sells out on that in because of JMO's speed in the open field. Just look at all this space, man.
Yeah,
It
look,
does
yeah,
not get easier than that in the NFL.
yeah, he bit on that shit. That's just it's
It does
easy.
not get any easier than this. Walk-in touchdown. Jesus Christ.
Offense is dangerous.
Jesus Christ. There's a JMO touchdown. What's next? Oh, shit. I can't even see my screen. 1 second, ladies and gentlemen. Okay, here we go. I want to bring up a former 49er, Dante Pettis.
Oh, that was a good game. The Browns
Let's
were
see what
safe.
Dante Pettis does here on a punt return. Look at Dante, Mikey, former 49er. Fields the ball.
Oh,
Going to be coming this way, bottom of the screen.
Jeez.
One man to beat here. Taysom Hill's lined up. One man to beat. There's nobody even in the field. You'll see him in a second. He'll run into frame. Punter's going to run over about here. One man to beat, and it's the punter. It's the punter. Where is he? Right there. Dante hits him with the dead leg. Dead leg on the right foot. Breaks up field. Look at the tightrope. Look at the tightrope down here. He's out of bounds there, but look at how fucking close that is.
Wow.
And then look at what he does the next two steps. Good Lord. It didn't count, but shout out to Dante Pettis. Look at that fucking agility. Walking the tightrope.
Literally
Dead
walking
leg.
on that road.
Boom,
Look at
boom,
that.
boom. He's gone. Didn't count, though. Didn't fucking count. Next play.
yeah, he had a good game yesterday.
The next play. It hurts me to say this, but a broken clock is right 2 times a day. Mr. Mayonnaise himself, Willie Levi's jeans, made a play. He made a play. What do we have? Let's start off. Pre-snap. Minnesota's got 6 down linemen. Usually when it's 6 down linemen, especially in this type of situation, they just want to either get the lineman or you're presuming since they're on the 1 yard line, it's going to be a quick little throw. You can sit in a zone look. You have 6 down linemen. This looks like nickel. Or no, this is definitely not 1, 2, 3, 4. Not nickel, but regardless, you got 6 down linemen. Sit these guys in a zone. It should be fine. You got a safety right here, safety there. Boom. Should be fine. They have 6. Should be a check down. Oh, shit. Send the 6. He drops out back in coverage. Doesn't even matter at this point. They're in his own look. Look at Westbrook Akina right here. Keep your eye on him. Gilmore's going to leave him because Gilmore's not the deep third. The safety, that's him. He knows that too. Look at his right foot plant and look at his body language. You can already tell he's like, oh, fuck, I'm supposed to be here. And look at him. He's like, oh, I got to get back. Immediately breaks on the ball. But look at how far undercut he breaks this thing. Look at how bad that is, man. Look at where he goes to make a play on the ball like it's here.
Jeez.
The ball's caught here. Like it's hard to get that out of position to where you just get turned around and can't even make a play on the ball. And that's all that happens here. He just gets turned around. But like I said, broken clock is right 2 times a day.
That
Willie Levi's
angle he
jeans
took
makes
to
a
the
play.
ball was ridiculous.
That's what I'm saying. Look at that route to the ball. Look at that. That's what I'm saying. Look at that pass to the ball.
Why did he cut so far in?
Look at that. Come on, Jack. That's the ball's caught 20 yards down the field. And that's bad. That's bad. Not good football. Not good football. Minnesota's imploding. We'll talk about it on the podcast. But speaking of Minnesota, we're going to get the better angle here. 1 second. 1 second. We're going to get us the end zone angle. Meet Ty Chandler right here, middle of the field. Oh, fuck you. Put us back to the sideline. 1 second. Oh, we're all over the place, ladies and gentlemen. We're all over the place here. It's a disaster at PorchTalk. What's going on? Here we go. We're back. We're back. End zone. End zone view. Meet Ty Chandler right in the middle of the field. We're going to turn it off. Ty Chandler. Oh, my Lord, mama. Jesus Christ. Just give me the end zone view. They don't want to give me the end zone view. What's going on? We'll do broadcast. Give me a better view than this one. Okay, we'll take the broadcast. Look at Ty Chandler here, 32. 32. Special teams, third down running back, fourth on the depth chart for the running back. You'll see him breaking into position right here. He catches the ball. Here comes Ty. Here comes Ty. Boom. Here comes Ty Chandler, mama. Let's get the end zone view on this one. Look at Ty right here, middle of the field, 32. Oh, never mind. Fuck the end zone view, I guess. But yeah, just had to introduce you to Ty Chandler there. He got 15 for it, got his money's worth. But you don't see a running back laying a hit like that too often. Boom. Boom. Next one. Any comments on that one, gentlemen?
Nah.
Next one. Let's see. We'll skip Luke Wilson. Xavier, I'm just going to get straight to it with you.
Oh shit.
Let's get to the meat and potatoes.
I was about to say.
Meat and potatoes.
I was about to say that was a good play by him, Luke Wilson.
Oh, you want to get to the Luke Wilson one or the Peyton Wilson? I mean,
No, it's up to you. It's all right.
Yeah, we'll cover Peyton Wilson. We got it brought it up.
We
got it brought up here.
He was a dog at NC State.
Peyton Wilson. Let's see. Let's get the end zone view. Let's get the sideline view. Actually.
He never gives up on a play.
Yeah, let's get the sideline view. The sideline view is going to do a good job telling that same sentiment, echoing it. Not the broadcast. Give me sideline. We got the broadcast anyways. Let's see. Lamar, they audible into a They audible into a man beater. Oh, it's all turning off here. We're fucked.
To that wheel shit, right?
Yep. They audible. Lamar sees its man, changes play call, gets a man beater, because he knows in this coverage, Peyton Wilson's going to be on Justice Hill here. Justice is going to be on a wheel route. Lamar knows. Look at where he throws this ball. He knows that if Justice makes it to about the line of scrimmage, the angle that Peyton takes to the running back, because he's worried about the flat, if he throws it right about the line of scrimmage, Justice Hill is going to be open. That's where he throws it. Look at what is this? 2 yard steps? 2 steps on Peyton Wilson. Just as a defensive player also, you're taught, if your back's to the quarterback and you see the wide receiver or whoever it is, put their hands up to make a play, you know to put your hands up. So Justice Hill starts to put his hands up. Peyton Wilson puts his arm up. But look where he puts this arm, Xavier. Right in the fucking breadbasket.
Fucking dog, bro. Watch this.
Because I'll take that. I'll take that with me. Thank you, Justice Hill. Thanks for the effort. Let's see it from the sideline view. Same thing.
I was going crazy on that play.
Why does it keep pausing? Technical difficulties here today. Check it from this view, from the end zone camera.
Yeah, that's a good view.
If it ever fucking loads. What's going on here? We're not loading. We're not loading. We're not loading. Well, we'll move on. Shout out to Peyton Wilson, though. Shout out to Peyton Wilson. Couple minutes left. Let's highlight these. Buffalo's main thing coming out at the end of the season, losing Stephon Diggs. They're saying, oh, what are we going to do? We lost Amari Cooper. Or we lost Stephon Diggs. We don't have a wide receiver one. What do? They go and get Amari Cooper. One, I think, all-time wide receiver, route running-wise, and probably at least top 5 in the last 15 years. This generation, Amari Cooper's a dog. Maybe last 10. In the last decade. Amari Cooper's a dog, regardless. Trips left, 1 wide receiver outright. A lot of man coverage in the NFL today. Josh knows it's man. He's going to motion over to Khalil. Look at where he's looking, Xavier. The moment he motions over Khalil Shakir, Josh Allen's looking at 27. Is this man coverage? That's all he's looking. Because if he knows I'm going to motion Khalil over, clear up this space for Amari, if it's man coverage, I'm throwing it to Amari Cooper. And it is man coverage. Let's see what happens. 27 cheats over. Ball is Khalil. Ball's going to Amari Cooper. Thank you.
Wow.
Thanks for trying.
What a catch.
Thanks for trying. Thanks for trying. Come again. Thanks for coming. Try again. Look at the release at the line of scrimmage. Yeah. Just see you later. 2 moves. Back shoulder.
It's just a perfect ball and a perfect catch.
The ball is perfect. Exactly. The ball is perfect. But
if you look at If you
Go
look
ahead.
at all his career plays, he always did that 1-2. Then he just
Yeah,
beats the defender.
exactly. At the line of scrimmage, little dus, and he's gone. But
Yep.
2 plays later, James Cook gets in the end zone. Let's go to the second quarter now. That was in the first quarter, first drive of the game. Second quarter. We're going to get the broadcast camera for this one. We're in a similar look. Similar look. Trips out right. Chiefs have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 down linemen, 2 in the box. That puts it at 7. Second and 11. Josh knows it's man coverage again. Does he just reads it. He reads it because realistically, if you're sending 7, you can assume it's man coverage. He picks up on the pressure. Look how many fucking guys are getting at Josh Allen here. 1, 2,
Jeez.
3, 4, 5, 6, 7. There's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 linemen and a running back who looks like a Pop Warner player.
Pee Wee player.
Yeah. So we got 7 guys downhill at Josh Allen. He's just got to get this ball up. You would think Amari Cooper's just going to run a fade if it's man coverage, just like they did. Just a fade, let Amari make a play. Look at Amari's route. Bottom of the screen. Takes 2 steps in. What's he do? In breaking route. But look at where he breaks right here. He's on the end. Look at 56. He's at the quarterback already. Trent McDuffie, almost at the quarterback. Josh Allen has a window to throw this ball about milliseconds. And Amari Cooper is breaking in. But look at the DB, because it's no safety help. Remember that. There's 2 safeties, but they're both occupied with these 2 routes. So whoever the fuck is guarding Amari Cooper down here, I don't even know who he is. He's got a tough assignment. Because Amari breaks in on the route. Josh Allen looks this way, looks back towards Amari. Oh, it's an in. Amari Cooper's running in. Look at Josh Allen about to throw the ball. Amari Cooper's running in. No, the fuck he's not. It's a double move. Bitch. Down the sideline, motherfucker. Look at this throw. Look at how much time the ball was in the air. Look at that. Look at the fucking ball. Look at the throw from Josh Allen. Is there possible to throw a better ball in that situation?
That's ridiculous.
And the same shit. It was the same look. Just Amari Cooper on a fade, except this time it was a double move. Oh my gosh. We were just talking about his route running. Look at that. Look at that double move.
He had me sold. I thought it was
Boom.
gonna be an end too.
Exactly. Oh my Lord, man. Look at that double route or double move. Boom. Gone. And just look at how fucking long that lollipop throw is in the air. Good Lord. 2 plays later, James Cook gets in the end zone.
Great.
2 plays later, James Cook is in the end zone. So you have 2 plays from Amari Cooper. Those only 2 catches of the game were those 2. Both of them set up a James Cook touchdown. Impact player. He's a game wrecker. He is a game wrecker. Less than a minute. We'll be back for part 2 in just a second, ladies and gentlemen. Back for part 2 in a second. How the fuck do I get out of here? Okay. All right, PorchTalk part 2, Film Junkie with Xavier and Mikey, November 18th, Monday. We're going to get right back into it with the Chicago Bears, Green Bay Packers. Caleb Williams finally does something positive, puts Chicago in a position to win a game. This is the outcome. Chicago has not beat Green Bay. What is the number? 10 years, 20 years, 30 years? What is it? 100 years?
I
Ain't no
think
fucking way.
I think since 2018. I'm not for sure, but I think that's what it was.
Chicago hasn't won a game in goddamn forever. They're finally in a position to win. Cairo Santos, Mr. Double
That's
Doink.
true.
46-yard attempt. It's a chip shot. What happens? What happens? Oh, shit. Wrong button.
Since
That's
week
what
1,
happens.
right?
What happens?
Since week 1, 2018, right?
Yeah. That's
Damn.
what
So
it
they
was.
haven't won in
That's
what?
crazy.
Is that 7 years?
That's fucking crazy, bro.
So what happens?
Yeah.
They're in a position to win. Until they're not. Until they're no longer in a
How does
position
this
to win.
happen?
Until they lose the game. Let's get all angles of this. Let's get all the fucking angles of this shit. No, not the broadcast. Hold on there, partner. Let's get every angle. Let's get the sideline. Look at 99 right here.
How the fuck this happen?
Boom, left hand up. They said, I heard in the post game. Look at the other angle. This guy right here. 94. Boom. I read or heard somewhere that the scout team personnel department found out that Cairo Santos has usually a low trajectory on his field goals. So if it came down to it to block a field goal, they just had to get a hand up. They usually start pretty low for him. That's what happened. What a travesty. Caleb Williams fucking sucks. I've seen enough. Let's
No,
get
you
to
don't.
yes, he does.
Is he a UFC legend, Connor?
Yeah, USC, yes, but I don't know about NFL. Let's get to this guy Brock Purdy. We've all heard of him. Niners Seattle divisional game. Niners season on the line. I think. What happens?
100%.
Let's start it.
We 2 games
What do we
behind you.
have? What do we have? What do we have here to start? Got two wide receivers out left. Ricky's on an island. McCaffrey in the backfield. 82 is going to motion over. He looks a little confused to start it to begin with. So Brock tells him to get over there. Look at this stance. I don't get this one. He's mirrored with Trent Williams. Let me bring it up on the alternate angle for you boys. Look at 82. He's a little confused. Now, I could just be a fool, but I've never seen this before. Look at this stance.
Why do you go in the opposite direction?
Is that what Kyle told him to do? Is this?
He's facing towards like
He's mirrored Trent. They're mirrored. Is this what we were going for in practice and drawing this play up?
what's
Regardless,
going on?
I don't know. I don't know what that is. We could be fools, but I've never seen that. Regardless, play's going to be coming this way. You got McCaffrey. We'll go back to the sideline camera. McCaffrey's going to be on an option route, which essentially for those at home listening, let's see. Let's get back to it. McCaffrey on an option route. They did play great. But McCaffrey's going to be on an option right here. Essentially what that means is he's going to break this at the line of scrimmage. He can go up, he can go in, or he can sit down. It's an option. It's his decision. Whatever the DB does, Christian McCaffrey is going to respond. So he's either going to run to the pylon here, run a little corner, run it slant, or just sit down for Brock. All depends on what Ricky's going to be doing. Ricky's going to be running a deep corner. He's going to be running towards his back pylon. Theoretically, Ricky gets bitched at the line of scrimmage. Hold on. Bitched there, pushed off his route. There's nothing there. We'll go it on the other angle. McCaffrey's on the option. We'll see it. Let's get the let's get the end zone angle. Okay, so McCaffrey's on his option. Exactly. So Seattle rushes the thing. McCaffrey's on an option route. Ricky's going to get bitched right around here, around the R. Look at him. He'll come on the screen. Ricky's bitched off his route there. Doesn't finish it. McCaffrey's on the option. Now it's Brock. It's all up to Brock. Look at McCaffrey turn his head right here. I like this. I'm going to acknowledge this. He turns his head here and realizes Brock is running and realizes that 20's turned around. All McCaffrey has to do is just keep running to keep 20 coming with him. So shout out to the IQ move there to pick that up. So now it's essentially a race between DJ Reed here and Brock Purdy. Brock's at the 20. DJ's probably 10 yards from the pylon. Look at Brock. Look at Brock.
Look at that mobile
flowers.
quarterback, man.
Exactly. Give him his flowers. Look at that. Reach for the fucking pylon one time, Brock. Look at that.
That was a good play.
Look at that extension. Take note also of that right foot. There's not a fucking single blade of grass between that out of bounds line. He used the whole field. Left arm reach. He is. He is. But while we're on the theme of mobile quarterbacks and quarterbacks taking off, we're going to stick here in this same ball game. Different scenario now. Whole different ball game here. We're going to start off with the broadcast just so the viewers get the context. Niners are down. Niners are up 17-13. Seattle's got no timeouts. Ball at the 14-yard line. They've got to make a play at the end zone. Field goal doesn't do the job. It's got to be a touchdown. Got to be in the end zone. We're going to acknowledge this formation because we're going to be acknowledging it when we go to the Cincinnati Chargers game. We got 5 wide, man. It's grown man formation. Nobody in the backfield. You know it's a pass play. 5 wide. And what do you do against the issue with 5 wide is because you've got so many different guys running so many different routes, so many different ways. It's hard to play zone coverage against 5 wide because it's hard to make sure that every space, every zone of the field is accounted for with the amount of guys going every which way. Because with 5 wide, you can essentially guarantee it's a mesh concept. Realistically, all 5 guys aren't going to just run streaks. It's not a Hail Mary. So you can bet your bottom dollar, especially here at the 15-yard line, short field situation, that all these motherfuckers are going to mesh. Everybody's going to run into each other. That's what you can think. That's why you have to play man coverage to avoid that somewhat, even though it doesn't really avoid it. But let's see. Niners are going to be in man coverage. You got man coverage here. Diamador Lenore fresh off the extension here on JSN. Tyler Lockett on the outside. 3 wide receivers set on the left. You got A.J. Barner here in the slot, or somewhat slot. And you got DK here. And you got Zach Charbonnet. I love putting running backs out left in the 5 wide And then what all this running back's going to do, all Charbonnet's going to do, he's running a for the love of the game route. He knows he's not getting the ball. He's running a slant just to clear out this space here because this is the only guy on this side of the field. Let's see what happens. Basically, what's going to happen, though, is Tyler Lockett here is going to run a post to pick Lenore right here. And then JSN, like Atlanta did against Dallas, is going to run an up, out, and up. And then DK is going to run a fade to the pylon. Zach Charbonnet is going to run a slant. AJ Barner is going to end up in the middle of the field here. Man coverage. Let's see. Snaps the ball. Pause it immediately. Barner's coming to the middle of the field. DK's running for this back pylon. You have to respect DK Metcalf in the red zone. You got to respect him anywhere on the field, but especially the red zone. You have Charbonnet, like I said, on that clear out slant. So now we go back 1 second. Remember the defensive look. You got this safety here. When DK runs this fade, he's picking up DK. He's picking up Charbonnet on the slant, and then he's on Barner right here. So look at Barner runs that down the middle seam route. He's going to pick up Charbonnet, and DK is going to run this fade. Look at the top of the screen. You have Lockett, who's not running around. Look at Lockett's body language. You know he's not running around. He's just setting a pick on Lenore for JSN to get open on that out and up. Out, up, doesn't really work, doesn't sell it. Tyler Lockett doesn't really pick. It just doesn't work out. All Gino's looking for here, his read is 1 at JSN. If this little pick play works, I think they should have run it shorter to give JSN more time to get upfield. They can't have Lockett on a post. But regardless, Gino's first read is here. Second read is Barner in the middle of the field. Theoretically, it's going to be DK, but you can already see that the pocket's collapsing and DK doesn't have time to get there. So it's going to be 1 to JSN, 2 to Barner in the middle, 3 to Charbonnet. Now, pockets collapse, like I said. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 fucking linemen against 4 Niners defensive linemen. Bosa's not even in the game, but the shitty-ass Seattle offensive line still collapses somehow. Pockets cooked. Gino steps up. Fred Warner's the only guy not in man coverage. He's in somewhat of a spiral, middle third, middle coverage. He's the only guy in that zone look. Fred's going to be all over the field. He steps up. It's 2nd and 2. No timeouts, though, so you have to keep that in mind. 59 has to respect the slant at this point with Charbonnet because, 1, that's his man assignment, and 2, that's still a realistic check down. Even though Fred Warner's here, you can still see Geno Smith checking that down to Charbonnet here. So 59's got to stay with him. But Geno realizes that if 59 is going to respect Charbonnet here, keep in mind, DK's brought this safety. He's all the way in the back of the end zone now. 59's got to respect the slant because Geno can still check it down. But Geno knows, hold on, there's nobody in this back left. He can see it, obviously, but there's nobody back left here. Fred Warner's in the middle of the field. He's about to get screened by Charbonnet, and 59 can't turn his hips quick enough. That's all this happens, man. It's 5 wide. This is how you let a quarterback run on you. You run 5 wide, let everybody run around, crossing man routes, man beating concepts, and Geno's going to take off. That's all this is. Charbonnet, that slant, like we said, we knew he wasn't getting the ball for the love of the game route. He knows he's not getting the ball. He's just going to set a pick on Fred. Geno takes off. 59 can't turn his hips. That's basic shit, man. That's bad. That's bad. That's bad defense. That's bad defense for me. Game on the line. You can't run essentially cover 0 man and then have Fred Warner be responsible for everything in this window from the 10-yard line to the line of scrimmage, sideline to sideline. That's what Kyle Shanahan and Nick Sorensen are expecting Fred Warner to cover here. Because you have man all across the board. Like we said, look at this safety down here that's going to go with DK back to the end zone or someone in the end zone, just deep enough for Geno to take off because look at all this room. Charbonnet's picked up by 59. Fred Warner's coming across. It's too late for Fred because he's not a fucking, machine. Fred Warner's the best linebacker in football, but you can't expect him to cover this entire fucking box by himself. That's ridiculous. That is too much for him to cover, especially when it's just simple man-beating concepts. Somebody's going to get open eventually, so Fred has to respect something, and then Geno's just going to take off. That's like Madden. That's how I play Madden. You got Charbonnet on the clear out. He's going to set the pick because he sees Geno's taking off. Look at him. Charbonnet just sits down. If he runs into Fred Warner there, no, I guess it's considered a block. But if before Geno leaves the line of scrimmage, they could call that a pick play technically or, illegal fucking contact. They'll call something. That's why Charbonnet just sits down right there. You see that? Just sits down. Geno's gone. DP can't get there up here. Malik Mustafa almost makes a play, but that's just too much room to cover for him. Look where he is. Look where Geno is. Yeah,
like
Malik
him.
Mustafa's a dog, but it's just too much. Sorensen, wrong fucking coverage for me. 5 wide, they have to. This is what it comes back to. As I did say earlier, 5 wide, it's hard to run zone, but context is the most important factor in football. When you look at the context, tell me how many timeouts Seattle has, man. They have 0 timeouts. They've got to it's got to be an incomplete pass or it's got to get in the end zone. That's right around the time frame where you can get up and spike it, but then you don't have another play. It's second down. You'll have 4th and goal, 4th and short, whatever. Just imagine the hypotheticals. Regardless, no timeouts here. If you're essentially no timeouts and I'm Nick Sorensen, Seattle has the ball at the 13-yard line. I know I just have to protect the end zone. Just protect the end zone. Who gives a fuck about any of this short stuff? Give them the completion. Give them the conversion. Give them a new set of downs. They have no timeouts. Realistically, for the Seahawks to run 2 plays here, they get 1 quick play, maybe move the sticks, and then they have 1 play at the end zone if it's not an incomplete pass. So realistically, Nick Sorensen and Kyle Shanahan, all they have to be thinking here is protect the end zone. There's no timeouts. Just protect the end zone. You're up 4. A field goal doesn't do anything. Just protect the end zone. 5 wide. Yes, they're in 5 wide, but Seattle probably baited him into playing man coverage by coming out in 5 wide because Nick Sorensen forgets, I just have to protect the end zone. Why do you give a damn what Charbonnet's doing down here? Why do you give it? I mean, these two man them up, yes, but if it's zone coverage and we're just protecting the end zone, going to a cover 3, cover 4, fuck even a Tampa 2, just put people right here. This little double move shit, it doesn't matter because it's not in the end zone. Barner, middle of the field. If that's there's people there. That's a coverage look. DK coming down. That's covered. There's no need to be in man and have all these people worried about so many things when you only have to protect the end zone. Do you get what I'm saying? Like, why are we worried and addressing shit at the line of scrimmage here and here when there's no timeouts? The ball snapped. There's 18 seconds left. It's a running clock. Just protect the fucking end zone. Why are we in a man? Why are we in essentially a cover 1 man? That's what this is because Malik Mustafa's up top. And then you have Fred Warner right here in the middle. You have cover 1 safety, and then 1 linebacker in the middle. There's 2 guys that are expected to cover sideline to sideline. But you're in a man coverage look that is already going to strain your defense. Because that's how man coverage works. Instead of this being a coverage look, say 59, this is a Tampa 2 or whatever coverage you want to run that's not man coverage, some type of zone look. Say 59's in a zone look, and Charbonnet, run it back, is running the same slant. 59 doesn't have to account for Charbonnet here because he's supposed to be protecting the end zone. If they're in a zone look, Charbonnet can run 4 slants right here. He can run as much as he wants right here because they're going to be in a zone look. Fred Warner should be there. Mustafa will be here. This guy will be here. He'll just protecting the end zone here. And then 59 here, just sit here. Fuck the slant. Because look, if he sits here, say he ignores the slant like if they're in a zone look like they should have been, ignores the slant. Where is he going to be? He's going to be right here, and Geno Smith has nowhere to take off. You see that? That's the shit that I just don't understand at all.
Yeah, that defense fucked up that play.
It's not even the defense.
Man.
It's Nick Sorensen. That's what I'm going to say. It's Sorensen and it's fucking Kyle Shanahan. It just makes no sense to me. I could be a fool. Maybe I'm wrong about this whole thing. But to me, this is man coverage across the board with a single high safety. All you have to do is protect the end zone. The ball snapped. There's 18 seconds on the clock with no timeouts. Say Geno does, like 59 going with this slant. Say Geno does go with the check down here and go with the slant. It'd be right at around, like, say Charbonnet caught it there, right around the 16-second mark. You got to get everybody to the line of scrimmage, get everybody set, then you spike it. Then you have time for one more play. That's what you want. You want Geno to throw here. Why are we trying to shut this down? There's no timeouts and 20 seconds on the clock. Just tackle somebody inbounds and the game ends. That's essentially all it is. Niners win this game. But nope, they come out in this stupid man look. And that's it. That's all she wrote. You have to worry about DK. He's been killing you the whole game. And for some reason, 59 is more concerned with you have Geno Smith stepping up in the pocket, but 59, because they're in man coverage, and Sorensen told him to get on 26, Zach Charbonnet, he has to worry about him. But like I said, if we're in a fucking zone look, man, look at where he is here. Now imagine Geno steps up here and takes that same route. Imagine if 59 just stayed right here. Stayed right in this area. Just sat down in this zone. Geno's going to step up. Exactly. Geno's going to step up. 59's there. And even if it is his own look, he can leave that to Fred Warner there if it's zone.
Exactly.
See? Leave it to Fred Warner. Sharman is running right into him. Leave it to him. Why is 59 going with him? And the answer is because it's a fucking man coverage when you shouldn't have been in man coverage. It's fucking brain numbing. I'm not even a 49ers fan. I don't even like the 49ers, but even for me, it's like, what are we watching?
I don't know.
It's just,
The Niners, they have a great defense, but I feel like the last good defensive coordinator we had was DeMeco Ryans, maybe, if not for sure, Robert Saleh. And I just feel like the defensive coordinators try to come in and switch all this shit up, but you just need to stick to the basics, man. Nick Sorensen is doing too much, dude. He does not.
when are
D'Amico
we
Ryan
going to
was the
blame
best.
Kyle Shanahan?
D'Amico Ryan was the best one.
I think Robert Saleh was
Rob
the best
Saleh,
one.
probably, yeah.
Yeah.
DeMeco Ryans did this thing, though. I
Yeah,
think it
he
was probably
did.
Rob.
Yeah.
Regardless, I feel like either of them
We
would
can
not
go
have
get
been
Robert
this low.
Saleh back. Go get him back
He's
now.
sitting on the
Look,
couch. Yeah.
really.
I just don't get it. You see what I mean, man? Like,
Like,
just
it
protect the
doesn't
end
make
zone.
sense. Yeah.
Just protect the end zone. They can run all they want here. They're at the 13-yard line running a slant. Let him have it. He gets tackled right here. The game's over.
Fred Warner peanut punch it out, bro. Like, come on,
It
dude.
doesn't even matter. Fred Warner just has to stand it. The game's over. But since it's man, he has to go with 26. And that's all she wrote. It's bad. No good. No good. No good. No good. Speaking of game wreckers and speaking of changing plays, let's get to good old Joe Burrow here. They've lost some brutal games down in Cincinnati. But we're going to get right back into a confusing defensive decision here. Let's look at the context. 5 minutes left in the third quarter. 4th and goal. If Cincinnati doesn't convert here, the game's essentially over. They're down 21. Chargers would have the ball back. Theoretically, they'd get it down to at least the fourth quarter. Cincinnati's not coming back 3 scores at that point. Chargers have a decent defense. Let's look at this. You have 3 wide receivers outright. T. Higgins a bit further than everybody. Yoshivas and Gesicki offset. You have Chase Brown stepped up a little offset in the pocket, offset in the backfield. Then you have Jamar Chase on an island. It's going to be man coverage because there's no other team in the NFL that throws the ball in short yardage situations, 4th and goal, 4th and long, 4th and medium, whatever the situation is. If it's a game deciding play, Cincinnati's going to throw the ball. They're putting the ball in the hands of Joe Burrow, putting the ball in the hands of Jamar, giving it to T. They're not going to run the ball. So that's why Harbaugh's in man coverage. You have man coverage here, man coverage here, man coverage theoretically here, man there, and man here. Everybody's manned up. You have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Oh, sorry, 5 down linemen. 1, 2, 7 in the box. What Joe Burrow's reading in this situation is he realizes, I'm going to introduce to you here. This is Cam Curl. Or, I'm sorry, not Cam Curl. Whatever the fuck his name is. First-year rookie. First-year rookie on an island with Jamar Chase in man coverage, 4th and goal. If you're a defensive coordinator, where do you think Joe Burrow's going with the football, 4th and goal? They have to score. And he's got Jamar Chase on an island. Short side of the field as well.
Jamar.
It's not that hard. It's really not that hard. The ball is going to go to Jamar Chase. And all Joe Burrow's going to read is he's going to read this safety here. Because theoretically, he's supposed to be manned up on Chase Brown. But he's going to be reading. Joe Burrow's reading here because he knows that Jamar's on a slant. He's going to read here. Whatever this guy does, if he breaks down, Joe throws the slant. If he doesn't break down and sits, Joe goes somewhere else. Let's see what happens. No, he's going to mistime his blitz. In case anybody out there was guessing what was going to happen next, mistime his blitz was the correct answer. Because look at this. He's already blitzing. Joe Burrow doesn't even have the fucking ball yet. And this guy's already crashing down. Joe knows. Look at all this space. The moment this motherfucker comes down, Joe's got this space. He knows that. If I know that, Joe knows that. And look at mistime the blitz. Because look at Derwin James. Derwin James is also going to be sent on the blitz. Look at the difference. Look at Derwin. Look at this schmuck. Look at Derwin. Look at this schmuck. Derwin James is also going to be on blitz. But since this motherfucker wants to cheat and get a head start, he tells Joe Burrow, oh yeah, throw it right here. Throw it right where I'm not going to be. Because that's how NFL works. That's how football works. You throw where the blitz is coming from. If the blitz is coming from here, you throw it here. Because if he's blitzing, that means there's open space. And what happens? You got a rookie on Jamar Chase, slant, touchdown. It's just too easy, man. It does not get easier than that. You run an all-out cover zero blitz, 4th and goal, game-deciding play. And you run an all-out cover zero blitz, leave a rookie on Jamar Chase. Cover zero, no safety. Jamar Chase on an island, slant. I mean, come on.
Looks
Come on.
effortless.
It's Joe Burrow. They've been playing football together for 165 years. The amount of passes thrown back and forth between Jamar Chase and Joe Burrow, if I can see this, they see it. That's all I have to say. That's all I have to say. Let's get back to it. Another crucial moment in the game. 4th and 2. Next drive for Cincinnati. Chargers went 3 and out to follow the Jamar Chase touchdown. What do we have here? A similar look. 2 high safeties. Linebacker in the middle of the field. Man coverage, man coverage, man coverage. A lot of man coverage was played in the NFL today. Don't know why. A lot of man coverage. And look at who we're manning up. T. Higgins and you have Jamar Chase. If you notice on the last play, that slant touchdown, T. Higgins was lined up here and Yoshivas was here. So now you have T. Higgins in the slot somewhat and Jamar there. It's the Y spot there for T. But we got man coverage across the board. I'm just going to snap the ball, start the play, to show you what happens. You motion over Yoshivas. Joe sees its man coverage. A little slight check down, sees its man. I want you to acknowledge, we're going to actually get to a different camera angle here. Acknowledge this safety here, or this defensive back and this safety and how they play Jamar Chase. He's going to run basically like a go
Gilman.
route. Oh, fuck. Yeah, is that Gilman?
Yeah.
Why do I not have? Give me sideline. So look at DB, safety. Look at how they play Jamar Chase. It's 4th and 2, mind you. 4th and 2. Jamar's going to come upfield, essentially just run a fade, essentially just run a go route. But I want you to look at the DB's hips. He's got what's called inside leverage on Jamar Chase. He's forcing Jamar Chase to the middle of the field. Now look at the safety's hips. Same thing here. The safety's hips, basically what's happening here is essentially with the safety telling with his hips this way, this DB knows that if Jamar Chase breaks inside, it's the safety, and then this guy goes over top. From the line of scrimmage, that's his coverage. These two are going to stay in the middle, and these two, this guy and this guy, they're going to be the deep blues. They're going to be the deep looks for the deep ball. The way that this is played, theoretically, is DB here is just going to run Jamar Chase's route with him because he knows that if Jamar Chase breaks inside, then this guy's there. Look, he just knows hips are following. No, he's not bumping and running. He's not trying to contact Jamar, nothing. He's just running with Jamar because he just knows I just have to run his route because my responsibility is the deep third, this here. Because if Joe Burrow throws that ball, look, he still has the ball. So if Joe Burrow throws the ball right there, there's a play to be made by either the DB or the safety right there. You see that? Right there, like the 25-yard line. There's a play to be made if Joe throws that ball. Now, if they did it correctly on this side and defended Jamar Chase well, you'd imagine they did it on the other side, right? Because that's what this coverage is. It's a mirrored coverage. It's going to be the same thing. This DB here, this one here with T. Higgins. Same thing. Opens up his hips, lets T go to the inside. Look at the safeties are mirrored here. They're in the exact same position. His hips, safety's doing what he's supposed to, letting him, saying basically, I'll take the inside. 36, all 36 has to be doing is just running with T. Higgins if he breaks upfield. If not, he just leaves him and he stays upfield. Because they can't get beat deep here. Don't get beat deep. That's all they can't get beat. It's 4th and 2. You'll give up a conversion if you don't get beat. Let's see what 36 does. Take acknowledgement of 36's right foot here on the break. T. Higgins is going to hit him with a double move. In breaking route, you see how T hits it with his left foot, starts to break in like a post, and then you're going to see him put that right foot in the ground and take up upfield. 36 right here, because now T. Higgins is in the second step of his break. He's got that right foot down. He still looks like he's breaking in. 36, instead of leaving that in breaking route to this safety here, 36, instead of him dropping back or just, shadowing T, maybe staying somewhere in this vicinity, 36 is going to break on the route. He wants to be a hero. He said, Mama, I'm going to make a play tonight. It's Sunday night football, home game. Chargers need a win. Bengals need a win. He said, Mama, I'm going to make a play. Look at 36 put a foot in the ground. He's going to intercept this ball, right? That's what he thinks. He said, fuck this coverage look. I'm going to do what I want. I'm going to make a play. He's going to intercept it, right? Nope. No, he's not. Because T. Higgins is going to hit him on a double move. And instead of him following his fucking instructions and being in this deep third, look at T. Higgins. Double move, bomb. It does not get easier than that in the NFL. Look at how much space T. Higgins has there.
Wide
Just take
open.
acknowledgement of that. And look at the safety. That's not the safety's fault. We'll go back to where it is. Look at the safety. The safety doesn't react upfield because the safety's told to sit down right here in the zone. That's why the safety's hips are not even the correct direction. And that's why this guy is now in chase mode because he should be here already. Because look at the other side of the field. Like we said, it's mirrored coverage. It's mirrored coverage. It's mirrored coverage. So this side is defended perfectly. 36 tries to break on the in, and look at T. Higgins. Go back 2 seconds. Look at this. Boom, boom. You could draw a box here. This is mirrored coverage. It's the same thing on both sides. It's the same routes. They're running the same routes. They're just running 2 unders. It's Gesicki on a drag and Chase Brown on a drag or slant. And then there's 2 deep balls. And they know it. The Chargers know it. They line up correctly for it, call the right coverage. But this schmuck right here wants to make a play. Boom. T. Higgins is gone. That's the thing with the NFL, man, is it's not college. It's not high school. It's not Pop Warner. It's not any of this. The second you fuck up, there's no time to recover. The NFL is a game of like precision, of perfection. The second he takes that right foot into the turf here, 36 to break on that in route right there. See that little
gone.
Right? He can't catch up. Exactly. It's like you have to. It's you can't do both. You either break on the in or you break on the. Or you stay high, which he should have stayed high. But you can't do both. And the second he does that, T. Higgins is gone because he takes that left foot. Safety. Look at this. Do you think this safety, flat-footed as hell, is going to be able to step up and now off of flat feet catch up with T. Higgins in space, who's already
no chance.
3 steps and downhill? Bomb. It just does not get easier than that. It's brutal because Cincinnati still lost this game. Like all this shit, you would think Cincinnati won the game. We'll talk about that on the podcast. But let's get to the last touchdown of Joe's. He had 3 tonight. 2 to Jamar. Just like Seattle, same kind of situation on the field. Oh, shit. Same position on the field, Seattle Niners. They're in a 5 wide. Chase Brown's going to run the slant like Zach Charbonnet does. Jamar's going to run up, and then they have the 3 guys out wide. Let's see what happens. Charbonnet's on, or Chase Brown's on the slant to clear out. Keep that in mind. Look at, he's on the slant to clear this guy out because they're in man coverage across the board. So Chase Brown, slant. And if this was zone, this guy drops back. He picks up here. But since it's man, he's got to stay with him. So it's a slant. He comes down. Look at that. He comes down. And now you have an interesting decision here. Now, all Joe Burrow's going to do, he knows that Ed Reed's not on the field. All Joe Burrow's going to do in this situation is he has T. Higgins, who's going to be his first read. Look at him turn that way immediately. First read, he's looking this way. He's looking, his first read is here, but he's really looking here. This is where Joe's looking as the safety. So look at, he snaps the ball. Look at where his feet set, perpendicular to the sideline. He's looking straight ahead at the safety. He knows that Jamar Chase is going to be making a move upfield. This is a little double move here. He's going to go here and then boom. He's got T. Higgins on an out. He's got Yoshivas on a deep ball, and then he's got Gesicki right here in the middle. He knows that Jamar Chase, there's in a single high safety because it's man coverage across the board. So there it's in a called a cover one. Cover one safety here, gentlemen. All Joe Burrow is going to do is read this field. Now I want you to look at these hash marks. These hash marks here, think of them as a border. The second you go across a hash mark, you're not making it back to the other side of the field to make a play. You're not Ed Reed. You're not Troy Polamalu, Jack. I don't even know your name. So the second you cross one of these hash marks, you're not making it back to the other side of the field. So Joe Burrow knows that it's a single high safety look. Joe Burrow has taken 2 steps in his drop, and the safety's already breaking to this side of the field. Look at those shoulders. Look at those hips. Hips and shoulders don't lie, gentlemen. And he's looking this way. He's not looking this way. This is Jamar Chase right here. No safety because they're in man coverage because, like we said, with the Charbonnet route, Chase Brown's running that slant. No safety here. Joe Burrow's reading this safety. If he goes this way, he goes to Jamar this way. If the safety comes this way, he goes to T. Higgins on the out. Look at T. Higgins on the out. Look at there, whatever. You have Yoshivas back in the end zone. But look at the safety, brother. Look at the safety. This is Jamar fucking Chase. You got to understand that, man. If we're talking about game wreckers, there's nobody that Harbaugh covered more in this Bengals offense to watch out for than Jamar Chase. All week, they talked about Jamar Chase. Look at this safety. Doesn't even fucking acknowledge him. Joe Burrow sees that. Safety. Look at where the safety is, brother.
Jeez, man.
Look at where the safety is and look at where Jamar Chase is. Jamar Chase, but this is the thing, is Jamar Chase is going to be running an up and kind of a post. So he gets into this little 2-man here, right here. He's going to go up and he's going to break this way. But look at this. Look at where we are. Pause here. Joe's got the ball. Jamar Chase looks up and, like we said about Borders, knows that this motherfucker's 10 yards past the hash mark. Jamar knows that if I turn this thing around, neither of these two schmucks who are behind him are going to be able to catch up to Jamar in the open field. So it's a touchdown if Jamar gets here, essentially, because there's no safety on this side of the field. He knows that Joe Burrow, to throw this ball, if it were to come here with the safety there, the window's about here, and that window's fucking closed at this point. So Jamar knows, I got to get to this side of the field, because look at the safety once again. Now imagine if this safety just stayed here. Let's just watch the end of the play, but imagine if the safety stayed right on that 3-yard line left hash. Because look at all that space Jamar Chase gets in the back of the end zone. And now we're gonna look at this from a different angle here, and you're gonna see why Jamar Chase turns around. And what we talked about, Joe Burrow and Jamar Chase have been throwing the football to each other for 165 years at this point. Look at Joe realize where the safety is. Look at his hands. You're gonna see it, right? Hold on, wait, right there. You see that little backyard football go that way? You see that? Because Joe sees where the safety is and realizes, look at, he's gonna tell him, hey Jamar, turn around and go that way. The fucking safety's in a different zip code. We don't have to worry about him at all. Yeah. Look at his hand. Look at Joe's hands. Go that way. Touchdown. But Cincinnati lost this game. It's just remarkable because Joe Burrow can do everything right on offense. You have two guys like Jamar Chase and T. Higgins, and you lose the game. You put up 30. I mean, I just showed you 3 touchdowns. If I just showed you those 3 touchdowns, you would have thought the Chargers won by, or the Bengals won by 50. The way that the Chargers are playing defense in crucial moments as well. So let's bring the context up for this last touchdown. Where are they on the field and what's the clock say? I mean, second down, there's time. It's not as crucial as the first 2 touchdowns, but it's still fourth quarter. No time to be fucking around. And just look at the safety on this broadcast. Just watch the safety. Look at him. He's cheating so hard. Look how hard he's cheating. He's in a fucking sprint right there. Why does he sprint there? See that? What is he breaking on?
What is he seeing? I don't understand.
That's what I'm saying. What is he breaking on?
That hard?
There's not a single route that's developed yet. There's no wide receiver besides Yoshivas here who's past 2 yards. Look at this. Nobody has gone past 2 yards.
He just bites on Joe Burrow looking at the first read. That's what.
Yeah, that's what it is. It's Joe Burrow's eyes. That's exactly what it is. Great call. It's just the eyes. It's the eyes, Chico. Look at that. What are you breaking on, pal? Jamar Chase, run the post. Hey, cut back.